Hi friends, welcome to VKCK Ideas. Come, let's have a joy of learning. In today's class, we shall discuss about the first chapter, number system. When I say mathematics, what comes to your mind is numbers, numbers and numbers like this. If I ask you a question, which standard you are studying in, you should answer me using numbers. Similarly, how old are you? How many of you are there in your family? What is your percentage of marks in your previous class? What is India's population? What is the cost of this book? All these questions they require numbers for your answer. So numbers play a great role in our daily life. So let us begin our study of number system. If anybody wants to count the things, naturally they start from 1 and then 2, 3, 4, 5 and like this they count. They never start from 0. Therefore, it is natural to count from 1. Therefore, these numbers are known as natural numbers. It's very well known to you. So, countable numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on are called natural numbers. It is indicated with the letter N and written as a set of natural numbers within flower bracket. Look at these numbers. There is one more member of this set. If we include 0 along with these natural numbers, we get the set of whole numbers. It is represented with the letter W and written as a set. Look at that. Within flower bracket, we are writing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Now we have another set of numbers known as integers represented by Z. Z contains all natural numbers, whole numbers along with negative numbers like -1, -2, -3, -4 and so on. Can you say where we use negative numbers -1, -2 in our day-to-day life? Yes. Observe the negative numbers on elevator buttons indicating floors below ground level. You can see there -1 and -2. Look at him. He is puzzled. What he is thinking? Oh, he is thinking like, he said I am in floor number 2. But which 2? +2 or -2? Did you understand what is his puzzle? He has been told by his friend that his friend is living in floor number 2, but here in the lift, that is elevator, he is puzzled. Which floor? +2 or -2? Okay. Now let us see where else we come across these negative numbers. Oh, look at these soldiers. They are working for their nation under negative temperatures, that is below 0 degrees Celsius. At such a low temperature, children, blood will get freezed, but still they work for the nation. Let us salute them. Look at this animation. The negative acceleration stops the vehicle. So these are the situations, and there are so many other situations also. You can think about those situations where we come across negative numbers. Now look at the number line. Integers are represented on this number line. To the right side we have all positive integers, to the left side we have negative integers, and in between we have 0. 0 has no sign, children. It is neither plus nor minus. Now do we have any other kind of numbers along with this thing? Oh, look at this. This picture may help you to think about other set of numbers. we require numbers like fractions. So far you know them by name fraction, and now we shall give different name to them. And look at this, 1 by 2 is half, which you saw in the picture, is represented between 0 and 1. And along with that there are many other numbers. They are all known as rational numbers. Oh, it is wonderful. There are infinite numbers between any two given numbers. We saw in the previous slide is rational numbers, as I told. These rational numbers are represented in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q not equal to 0. P and Q are co-primes. That means they don't have any other factor other than 1. Hence 2 by 4, 3 by 6, 4 by 8, etc. They are equal to 1 by 2 on the number line. Now the Q, that is rational number set, is represented like this. Q contains numbers like P by Q, where P and Q belong to Z, that is set of integers, and Q not equal to 0. Children, Q should not become 0, because when the denominator becomes 0, it is not defined in maths, therefore it becomes indeterminate form. And P, Q are co-primes, it is represented within a bracket and it is equal to 1. So now see that Q is taken from the word quotient, which is obtained after division, and the rational is from the word ratio. Look at this Venn diagram. It's very well represented that natural numbers, they are contained in the set of whole numbers. Both whole number and natural numbers are there in integers, and these three, they are already in rational numbers. A set of real number contains rational and irrational numbers, and all of them, including this real number, it is put under the set of complex numbers. These complex numbers you will come to know in the coming classes. Okay, now let us have a question from your exercise. The question is, find any 5 rational numbers between 1 and 2. 1 can be written as 6 divided by 6, and 2 can be written as 12 divided by 6. This means if we count from 0, already 6 parts would be crossed, so 1 would be 6 by 6. If you don't understand, look at the number. It is like this. The length between 1 and 2 is equally divided into 6 parts. From 0 to 1, there are already 6 parts. Therefore, this is 6 by 6, and the coming numbers will be 7 by 6, 8 by 6, so on, and therefore 2 will be 12 by 6. When you divide this, 6 ones are 6, 6 twos are 12. It is nothing but 2 only. So the number between 1 and 2 can be written as 7 by 6, 8 by 6, 9 by 6, 10 by 6, and 11 by 6. Is it only these numbers? Don't we have some more numbers between 1 and 2? Yes, there are. We get as many numbers as our divisions on the number line. Isn't it wonderful? Yes, it is really wonderful. We should learn from these numbers to be together, children. Okay, next question from exercise 1.1. Is 0 a rational number? Answer is yes. 0 is a rational number because it can be expressed in the form of p by q, like 0 is equal to 0 by 1, 0 by 2, 0 by 3, and 0 by minus 3 also, and therefore 0 is a rational number. Next question. Find any 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. Look at this expression. 3 can be written as 21 by 7 because we require 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. Therefore, we have to divide the length between 3 and 4 into 7 parts. Therefore, 3 would be 21 by 7 and similarly 4 would be 28 by 7. Therefore, the remaining numbers between these 3 and 4 would be naturally 22 by 7, 23 by 7, 24 by 7, 25 by 7, 26 by 7 and 27 by 7. I hope you understood. Find any 5 rational numbers between 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. Can you think how many divisions we have to make between these rational numbers? Yes, you are right. We have to make 6 divisions. Therefore, 3 by 5 can be written as 18 by 30 and 4 by 5 can be written as 24 by 30. Therefore, the numbers between these will be easily told. We can say about these numbers easily. They are 19 by 30, 20 by 30. Understood. Look at this. State whether the following statements are true or false. Give reasons for your answer. First one. Every natural number is a whole number. Is it true? Yes, true, because 1, 2, 3, 4 they belong to whole numbers. You saw in the previous slides. W contains 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Therefore, every natural number can be said as whole numbers. Every integer is a whole number. This is false because minus 2 belongs to z. That is, minus 2 is a negative integer, but it is not a whole number. Whole number contains only 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. No negative number will be there in the set of whole numbers. The third one. Every rational number is a whole number. This is also false because one example is enough to disprove the statement. 1 by 2 belongs to Q. That means 1 by 2 is a rational number. You know what is 1 by 2? It is half. But it is not under whole number. The name itself suggests that not a fraction. Therefore 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 they are whole numbers, but not this 1 by 2. Therefore rational number cannot be whole number. It's for you to think, do we have any other type of numbers on the number line? If so, what are they? You keep thinking. We shall see it in the next class. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you.